time. Over Deers Leap they go, and it is James Nicholas who claims the victory in the opening round of the Ginetta GT Academy for 2024.
If you told me to start this, you're going to win a race in the entire season, I was taking it. So to win the first one was a bit of a shock moment, and to think, where'd you go from here? Racing's a funny thing. It's highs and lows, which started off as some highs, and yeah, the lows are surprisingly low. Yeah, I'm still doing much better than I thought I would do. So, as much as now, I get disappointed now coming second, which is, I guess, a sign of how things have progressed.
He's obviously got that raw speed and a bit of a feel for the car, so he can drive anyway. It's just kind of refining that, and sometimes going faster, but it definitely doesn't mean trying harder. So it's trying to go about it in the right ways and little techniques here and there.
Academy. James Nicholas on the left, Julian Wantling on the right. The red lights will go out now, and we are go here at Silverstone. So here is the race leader. We've got just under 6.25 minutes to go. And the PalmerSport Scholarship winner is perhaps only 6.25 minutes away from becoming a two-time Ginetta GT Academy race winner this season. Only his 4th ever car race, and James Nicholas has won again in Ginetta GT Academy.
I think none of us expected when we arrived at Holton Park that we'd be fighting for a championship and race wins, but he's just shown how well he's taken to it all. He's taken everything on board, and yeah, it's been really, really good.
Good morning everybody, and welcome to a soggy Silverstone for day 2 of this Silverstone 500 race meeting. And now also struggling a little bit for grip, so too is the race leader though, and here comes Harry Gamble alongside James Nicholas down the hanger straight, and he had so much momentum out onto that part of the circuit after the slide from Nicholas. Can James Nicholas do anything about Harry Gamble? Out of Copse Corner they go, slightly wider line taken by the second placed man. They both looked very quick so far in this race, and the race leader is sideways. Harry Gamble saves it but loses the lead. Moment for Harry Gamble, and James Nicholas is back in the lead of the race. Well, he can hardly believe his luck, probably. Inside line, James Nicholas must have made a mistake there because he was about a second clear the last time we saw him. He's going to try and fight back round the outside though. Terrific stuff from James Nicholas. You would not think this is only his 5th ever car race. He is taking the fight to Harry Gamble. He's over the curb, he's on the grass, he's got the inside line, it's all out of shape, but can he block the route for the Elite Motorsport driver to get the switchback? He's going to try it. This could be a drag race to the line, but I think that James Nicholas is just going to hang on with some brilliant ballsy driving on the final lap of the race. James Nicholas claims the victory and takes the checkered flag at Silverstone in the end by just under 0.3 of a second.
When I left Silverstone, I was just, blown away. It was hard to take it all in.
Can James Nicholas find a way through, though, and maximise this opportunity to score some good points? Let's find out then. Toward Redgate they head, 2x2 formation. They stayed in for a little while until someone breaks ranks at the inside. That is Julian Wantling. Oh, contact James Nicholas. James Nicholas has been elbowed out wide, and a spin for, is that Gamble? It's Gamble, the top two in the championship, both in trouble at the first corner. Gamble's in the gravel, Emma Tomlinson and Julian Wantling. Julian Wantling, the GTA championship leader, also in the gravel trap. It has all gone wrong at Redgate. That is Nicholas, I think, off with damage. Would you believe it? 3 of our championship contenders across the various classes are off the road and out of the race.
Yeah, I was upset myself because it was me just not looking at my mirrors. I turned in, it was a learning curve. But Saturday night was a tough night. My family came down to watch and we went for dinner together afterwards and I didn't talk to anyone.
Over the years, definitely kind of got calmer, and that's helped with his race pace. We've always been really, really good at qualifying, and I think our Achilles heel has kind of been the race start, so we've been focusing a lot on that.
The 2 races afterwards made up for it, so it's fine.
Was when it all went wrong for Amy Tomlinson and Ali Al-Jafali. James Nicholas into the pit lane, and he is the winner of the second race of the weekend in the Ginetta GT Academy. Bounces back nicely after yesterday's disaster. James Nicholas starting from pole position. The lights go out very quickly, and we are racing once more at Donington Park. Nicholas on the inside line. Can he hold on to the lead then as they barrel towards Redgate Corner for the first time? Mike Taylor in behind him. Luke Shaw trying to stand his ground on the outside, but Nicholas it is who will lead them off Redgate Corner. What can you say about James Nicholas, the PalmerSport scholarship winner pre-season, had never raced a car in his life before Easter weekend at Alton Park, didn't even have his racing licence at that point. But he's going to pick up another race victory now, but it is going to be a 4th victory of the season for James Nicholas.
I think ever since when I won 5 out of 8 races at the beginning of the season, I put way too much pressure on myself. Looking back at it now, I thought, why were you angry about qualifying 2nd? It's quite good. Yeah. But it wasn't acceptable for me. And then at Anglesey, qualifying, I've got 4 poles at Anglesey, and every single first race, I blew it.
Yep, Mike Taylor gets all 4 race victories here at Anglesey and does so in dominant fashion. James Nicholas has to settle for 3rd, a weekend of what could have been, I think, really, for the erstwhile championship leader.
After Anglesey, I just wanted to finish 3 races. So I wasn't trying to do anything too amazing, I was just trying to keep on the track and finish all 3. Get the points on the board, because by some way, having the 2nd, 2nd, 3rd, that was my best scoring weekend over any weekend. You know, finishing solidly is way more important than, you know, first DNF. I want to win the championship, obviously. I think it's going to be a tall order because we've dropped rounds. I think Anglesey being 4 races and me doing badly there is going to probably cost me the championship, but I'll still try to do my best. You know, I'm going to try and take the next 2 rounds. You never know what happens in racing. You know, one of the other guys at the top could have a DNF, and then, you know, the door's wide open again. So, yeah, I'd love to win the championship. If I don't win it, it's still been an amazing year, which, you know, I'll always remember this year for the rest of my life. It's been the most unique, intense experience, and it feels like, you know, you do it again and again and again and again. It's so hard to even describe. Getting double pole is a great start to the weekend, and I thought, right, this is my chance. The championship's obviously getting tight. If you get double pole, it means you're fastest on track, realistically. You know, you should be 1st or 2nd, I would think, if you're qualifying pole.
that stamp and send it.
And then just kind of went downhill from there.
The PalmerSport Union flag liveried car of James Nicholas starting from pole position for the 2x2 rolling start. He's got the inside line then, and it is going to be neck and neck, I think, between those two as they head towards Redgate corner. Nicholas on the inside. It is going to be Taylor trying to hang on around the outside, and then on the inside goes Luke Jordy, tags Nicholas, and Taylor gets into him just as we had here at Donington earlier in the year. James Nicholas is out of the first corner. Would you believe it? And Taylor carries on. So that could be huge in the championship.
Luke hit me into turn one, and that was it. The wheel was then cambered off, or towed off, do we say?
So James Nicholas is being sent to the front of the grid. Now, the next question is that car damaged? Touching each other as they head down the hill. Is there a challenge into the old hairpin? No, because James goes in tight on the inside line but can't stop the car and goes straight on. And James Nicholas on the wet side of the road couldn't get the car stopped and opens the door for Mike Taylor. Now be careful on the rejoin. Oh, that was very dicey indeed, but he does manage to keep it in the right direction.
I broke on the wet, and then the whole race, the whole thing went down.
I mean, the first start was just one of them things. Luke just locked up. Like he was on your right, on the water, and he just locked up. And then your defending was textbook until you went on the wet. Up to that point, and at that point was
Mike Taylor came in with a lead of 8 points to extend it, but not by as much as we thought it was going to be.
No offence to Luke, I know he would have meant to do it. In hindsight, after I went off, I was so close to losing on the gravel. I'd have been DNFing again. So, you know, to keep it on the road and then come back and get a podium, that's a massive positive. I haven't lost too much points to him. Tomorrow I'm on pole. Let's go again. Let's do it. What happened in the second race? I was pole again.
Tyre choice.
Oh, I was leading. Don't remind me of that. I was like 10 seconds in the lead. It was probably the most interesting race, I guess, mentally, because once I pulled away, stupidly, I thought I won the race. I saw the pit bulls like 8 seconds up. I thought, but I knew that some were on dries, but I didn't realise how extreme the crossover was going to be.
Third position, but look, the leaders are absolutely together. So James Nicholas's pace has deserted him, and Harry Gamble is all over him now. So with 7.5 minutes to go, surely Nicholas can't defend this lead, can he? If he does, then it would be a Herculean effort. Surely James Nicholas's stint in the race lead is short-lived. He's wide out of Redgate corner. Harry Gamble has got the overlap, he's got the momentum, he's got the inside line through Hollywood and seems to have a lot more grip underneath him. And now he has the race lead as well. Elite Motorsport to the front, or in fourth. It's a drag race for fifth, and it's a drag race won by James Nicholas just over Thomas Balfe. So Nicholas salvages fifth place in the end. Mark Elman.
And because apparently I'm a very aggressive driver, I shredded mine completely, more than anyone else. So it's a good learning experience. Obviously now I start fifth the next race. I think I regret a lot of mistakes I made in the races, which is stupid. But obviously this part of the season I'm now assessing how I could have won the championship, so now I'm like, look at all the negatives. But I think next few weeks I'll look back at this year as one of the best things in my life ever. 100% it just will be one of the best years of my life.
Starters Does Jamie Cordell to the lead, maybe? Gets past Jafali. James Nicholas is coming through on the inside and make contact with Jafali. And James Nicholas is involved in more Turn 1 drama, as is Luke Shaw, who's had no look at Turn 1 so far this weekend. But James Nicholas has picked up damage as a result of that. Whether it's enough to take him out of the race, we'll have to wait and see. We'll almost certainly have a safety car. But James Nicholas and Redgate Corner have not been the best of friends this year.
Someone in the car went.
You did well for that. Do you remember you versus Mike here? Exactly the same thing. But because, like, you were as far over as you can go, he's swung out and then just tried to take an apex, and you were there. So just one of them.
And I was trying to get through, and then literally I went to the left, that highest left-hander, and he went bang. I was like, I went to brake, I went to turn, I was like, straight on.
Well, you're in an awful lot better mood than I thought you would be.
Do you know what? There's nothing I could do. Is that supposed to be like that? Yeah.
You would have got third if you just stayed where you was.
Is that supposed to be an angle? The top one? The top one?
Yeah.
No, not the shock.
Yep.
This bar.
Get you on your knees next to the car.
And that's probably done the championship realistically. Anglesey and Donny, those two races, I mean, I don't want to talk about Anglesey, I'm never going back to Wales again. The whole country, I've written it off. So, Anglesey and Donington, yeah, I feel like I had it. If I'd just literally just finished in a half decent place, then I'd potentially win the championship. I've relived this in my head too many times, Lucas.
Bubbly and
Mixed emotions. Yeah, excited. A little bit sad, I guess. Season's finishing, you know. In the end of an amazing year. Lucky person next year gets my car.
Harry's still struggling to get the cork on. There you go, Harry, well done.
That blue scrap.
There we go. Enjoy. Awesome. Surreal seeing the line of Ginettas out there. 6 in a row or 7 in a row, all the same liveries. That was probably the weirdest thing seeing that. Where else would you get to drive hard? You know, 6, 7 different cars in a day. Yeah, even after my race here, coming back here, it's still brilliant.
This is where you get revenge for
he's going to get it.
Yeah, not looking forward to this one so much.
But yeah, this isn't the end of me. I'm definitely 100%, this isn't the end of the racing. So,
That's what we got to.
yeah,
Cool.
Cool?
Yeah, thanks, James.